All right, all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahak HaKadosh. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim and Aqua, also you children that believe on this word. Shalom to the speckled bird that's scattered around the four corners of the globe. Also, big shout out to your brothers that's in the faith that's doing the work day in and day out, risking your lives and freedoms to do so for this knowledge, this truth, for the kingdom of heaven. Shalom to you. Keep doing the work, keep fighting. It's your brother Kalakar coming back at you with another video. So this video is it's going around in the Brotherhood, in the GMS, and you had a scoffer that said all GMS do is talk about the MOTB, the Mark of the Beast, and that's true. Even though I'm not formally a member of a GMS camp, I follow GMS and I bring out the same doctrine as them. So, and in this truth, this doctrine, we talk about things that's ad nauseam, starting with the Apostle Tahar on down, all the way down to the lowest of men in this truth, in this faith. We talk about this ad nauseum, and what is that? It's the obsession of the truth, obsession of prophecy, and the MOTB is part of prophecy. You're supposed to go out and prophesy about the MOTB. You're supposed to prophesy about the kingdom of heaven. You're supposed to prophesy about who the Lord's people are, who the wicked are, and what's going to happen to the wicked for their wicked ways and what they're doing and what the Lord is going to do to them. It's prophecy. Prophecy is saying something before it happens. But let's get the definition of ad nauseum. This video would be called ad nauseum, a session of prophecy, because the word ad nauseum means to a sickening extent, Latin literally to sicken, or to sickness, salakia, from ad to see ad nauseum, especially of the disgust aroused by worrisome repetition. And yes, we talk about the MOTB whenever you see an article, whenever you see something that's happening in the news, when people are talking about it, because we are in the fourth revolution, industrial revolution, and they're talking about merging man with computers. So this is something, MOTB is something that's really going to happen. They're going to ask you to put a chip in your hand or your forehead, and you're going to have all your information on it, your money, your health information, your keys, your car keys, your house keys, keys to your job, keys to do everything. And we are warning you not to do that, not to take it. No matter what, just don't take it. Don't worship the beast, his image, or to get the MOTB. Because if you do that, a sore destruction is coming. So we're always going to bring it out until the Lord say, hey, I don't need you to bring it out no more. The elect is sealed. And now I'm going to bring the destruction, because that's what we ultimately waiting on. We're waiting on the elect to get sealed. And then that's when the destruction going to come. So right now, the elect is not sealed. The MOTB has not been mandatory implemented. So therefore, we're still in this thing. We're still going. We're still prophesying. So we're going to continue to prophesy about the MOTB. Like I said, ad nauseum. You're going to get aroused by worrisome repetition. You're going to get sickened by it. You're going to be like, man, I'm tired of just like that comment that the individual left. He said, man, these GMS camps, all they talk about is the MOTB. That's all we talk about. Starting with the Apostle Tahar on down. That's all that we're obsessed with it. And ultimately, like I said, we're obsessed with prophecy. This truth, if you're in this truth, if you're in this faith, I mean, every day you want to make a video daily. If you don't make a video daily, you feel like, man, the spirit is leaving me. You feel bad. You feel bad when you can't give time to the ministry, give time to the Lord. At the end of the day, he is your husband and you are the bride. So what does a bride do to the husband? she makes sure he's happy. She does everything to keep that man happy. Just like we do everything we can to keep the Lord happy and keep that spirit on us, keep us in good spirits. So with that said, let's get into some scriptures. First, let's get Revelation 1. This is Revelation 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth and keep hear the word. Salakia. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Now, what we need to do is let's read in the NLT. God blesses the one who reads the words of this prophecy to the church, and he blesses all who listens to his message and obey what is said, for the time is near. Now we're going to jump back to the KJV, and we're going to look at that word keep. The word there is
Strong's G 5083, tereo.
tereo. Tereo, and the definition of tereo is to attend to carefully, take care of. And what are you taking care of? You're taking care of this prophecy. You attended to it carefully. You carefully looking out. You're vigilant. You're hyper vigilant. You're diligent. You're bringing out. You're taking care of the flock. You're taking care of the sheep. Because like the Lord say, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my sheep. So sheep need to be fed daily. It's a daily thing that you have to do. So this ministry, this even Yahushua said, he said, I taught you in the temple daily. So we know Yahushua was teaching daily, even when he was 12. His mom, he even told his mom, don't you know I'm about my father's business? And who was he talking about? Was he talking about Joseph? Joseph was a carpenter. Was he talking about Joseph going to cut wood and build things? And no, he was talking about the Heavenly Father. I'm about my father's business. Don't you know that? So to attend to carefully, take care of, to guard. What are we guarding? We're guarding this with our life. We on guard. Anything that come up against it, we on guard. We're here to defend the Bible. We're the defenders, apologists, if you might add. To keep metaphor to keep one in the state in which he is, to observe, to reserve, to undergo something. Let's see if we can get some more. Strong's definition. Tereo, from terios, Salakia, a watch, perhaps, to guard. So a watch, perhaps, to guard from loss of injury, property, by keeping an eye upon. We're keeping an eye upon. That's we're being circumspect. We're watching out. The Lord did say we're watchmen, right? Let's get that real quick. What is it? There's plenty of them. Let me see. Let's get Isaiah 62. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Haoshah, keep not silent, and give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So the people, a praise in the earth. Is Jerusalem a praise in the earth right now? What's happening over there in the Holy Land right now? You know? Look what's happening over there. You know, we're not here to badmouth it or anything like that, but we're just here to tell you prophecy that they're not the people, which I more than likely do a video on that, Lord willing. They're not the people. That's all this war that's happened over there, all this is saying is they're not the people. That's all it's saying. But is Jerusalem a praise in the earth? No, they're not. They're not a praise in the earth right now. Let's read this in the NLT. O Jerusalem, I have posted watchmen on your walls. They will pray day and night continually, take no rest. All you who pray to the Lord, give the Lord no rest until he completes his work, until he makes Jerusalem the pride of the earth. That's right. Give the Lord no rest until he makes Jerusalem the pride of the earth. So we're gonna pray, we're gonna prophesy day in and day out. Some brothers are it's across the world. You know, you got brothers that's in the west coast of the Americas, you got brothers in the east coast of the Americas, 3 hours different, back and forth, and then you got brothers in London, you got brothers in Africa, you got brothers in Australia, you got brothers in different parts of the world that's bringing out this truth. So it's gonna be day and night that this truth is gonna come out, no matter what. You know, you got to be occupied. Like what it said in Luke 19. Luke 19 and I believe it's 13. I started at the 12th verse. Luke 19 and 12, he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds. And he said unto them, occupy till I come. So that's Yahushua. He's using a parable right now. That's saying like, yo, I called these 10 servants and delivered them 10. I gave them this 10 pounds. And when they went to this country, and I told them, if they're gonna have to occupy until I come back. He went into a certain country to receive himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said, occupy till I come. What does that mean? What that word occupy? Let's look that up real quick.
Strong's G 4231. Pragmatuomai. Pragmatuomai.
Pragmatuomai. To be occupied in anything, to carry on the business of a banker or a trader. To busy oneself with occupy. So the Lord told us to occupy until he came. So stay busy. Carry on the business. What is this business? It's just truth. There's knowledge, there's wisdom, there's understanding to be occupied in anything. And it's better to stay in this truth and be focused on this truth. And like the scriptures say, let your eye be single. Meaning let your eye, your mind be focused solely on the truth. Yes, we got other things that's in the world. Family, woman, job, you little cares of this life. I mean, but you don't really care about it. You just you using the world, but don't abuse it. Don't abuse this place. You know, because A, this is not your rest. B, is going to be destroyed. Pursuant to 2 Peter the 3rd chapter, and many other scriptures too, but that one just first came to mind. So be occupied in this truth. Be occupied in these prophecies. Let's get because it's all about prophecy, right? We're supposed to be prophesying as Lord of the men of the Lord. We're supposed to always prophesy. We're supposed to always be meditating therein day in, day out. This is Ecclesiasticus 1:39-1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of the ancients and be occupied in prophecy. Did not Yahushua just say, occupy until I come? Did not the Revelation 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth and hold fast to these prophecies, paraphrasing? Keep these. What are you keeping? You holding on to, you watching out for them carefully. What is the prophecy in Revelation 13-16? What this scoffer brought out, that we talk about it too much, but the Bible is saying to do that. How could you get around that? You can't get around that. You can't get around that. I'm going to read verse 2. He will keep the sayings of the renowned man, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of the Gary sentences and be conversant in dark parables. He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel to strange countries, for he have tried the good and the evil among men. So I'm just keep reading a little bit. Yeah. I mean, this whole chapter is fire. Ecclesiasticus is fire. All of it, honestly. Ecclesiasticus, Proverbs, Psalms, some good prophetic books. A lot of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in those books. But like I said, you got to be occupied in prophecy. If you worship Yahushua, to worship Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. You'll be prophesying. You'll be doing it daily. Like Yahushua said, I speak. I was in the temple speaking to you daily. Let's get Hebrews 3 and 13. Let's get 12 as well. Hebrews 3 and 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief and departing from the living power. Verse 13. But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So you're supposed to exhort daily. We're supposed to be at this thing daily. Verse 14, for we are made partakers of Hamashiach if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end. You got to endure to the end. You got to endure to the end. Yahushua endured to the end. When he was on that cross, he was out there for 3.5 hours, excruciating pain. And then he said, Eli, Eli, in the English tongue is, why have you forsaken me? He was saying, Lord, why have you forsaken me? I forget it's Eli, Eli something. But he said, Lord, why are you forsaking me? Why you did this to me? You know? So like I said, you gotta be occupied in prophecy. You gotta give diligence. You gotta be obsessed with this thing. It gotta be burning inside of you. So from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, that's all you think about. You eat, sleep, breathe prophecy. You are a prophet. You've been given a job. Your job is your calling. Look, the Lord called you in this thing. He said, look, I'm going to give you a job. I'm going to see if you can do it. I'm going to see if you can go out there when the times are tough, when the times is going good. What are you going to do? What are you going to show me? What are you going to do? You know? Let's get 2 Peter 1 and 10. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, you shall never fail. So, give diligence. Give diligence. And let's look up that word, diligent. Diligent. Constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken. Attention, care, haste, speed, rapido. And directly from Latin, digilitia, attentiveness, carefulness, attentive. You get the point. You got to be care, you got to haste, you got to speed. You got to be really diligent for this thing. Give diligence, give speed, haste, care to make your calling and election sure. Because what it says in Matthew 22, I think it is the 16th verse. Matthew 22 and 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called in this thing, and few are chosen. So you gotta do the work to make your calling and election sure. Now back on this brother that's talking about, we talk about the prophecy too much, starting with the man of GMS on down. I mean, you can't scoff and mock at prophecy, because the Lord told us to do it. 1 Corinthians 14. Yeah, 14 and 39. First Corinthians 14 and 39. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy and forbid not to speak with tongues. I'm reading the NLT. So, my dear brothers and sisters, be eager to prophesy and don't forbid speaking in tongues. The point I was making is covet to prophesy. What do you do when you covet something? That word covet.
Strong's G 2206. Zelao. Zelao. Thayer's.
Zelao. To burn with zeal, to be heated or to boil with envy, hatred, anger, in a good sense, to be zealous in the pursuit of good, to desire earnestly, pursue, to desire one earnestly, to strive after, busy oneself about him, to exert oneself for one, that he may not be torn from me, to be in the to be the object of the zeal of others, to be zealously sought after, to envy. And what are we envying? We envying this truth. We all for this truth. We're heated. We desire to pursue. We have zealous. We have zeal to pursue of good, to be righteous. Righteousness is a must. It's a must. There's no way around it. You gotta go through. You gotta be righteous. We're not gonna get it perfect on this side. The Lord is gonna make us whole again. But in the meantime, you better strive. Like I said, hold on. What it says in Matthew 5:48. Matthew 5:48. I highlight it. Matthew 5:48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So we're looking to be perfect in this, not in this on this side. We're striving to be like Yahushua. I mean, he conquered everything. He didn't break any laws. He conquered everything. So we're striving to be perfect in this thing with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and knowing everything, knowing we're not going to get it on this side. But you strive for it. Let's get an apocrypha. Let's get Baruch, the 4th chapter. Let's start at the 27th verse. Baruch 4:27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. What are we crying? We're crying for the abominations that's been done in the midst thereof. Be of good comfort. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. Yes, the Lord. So, Jake, that's a cut right there, because Jake would like to say, why is the white man doing this? The so-called white man doing this, and how he get to do that and do this and do that? Look, the Lord is saying, be in good comfort, meaning like even though you know this truth, man, it's comfort. It's comfort that the Lord is he's gonna turn around and judge these people for what they've done, even though He set them up to do it. And one might say, well, why would the Lord do that? Why would God do that? Well, this is not our movie. We're just pawns in this thing. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, God. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was in your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. When you seeking something 10 times more, you're being diligent. You're going after it. You're studying. You're doing what the Lord's saying to do. You're going out on the highways and byways. You giving your life over to this ministry because that's what your job is now. Your job is not working at the office building or the building that you go to, and you know that's your occupational job that's here on earth. But your spiritual job, the Lord has given you a job. The Lord has given you a job. Hey, let me keep reading real quick. For he that have bought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. Look, Isaiah 45 and 17. World without end. I believe that's the Israel should be saved. World, Salakia. Let's get it. We'll go right back to it so I don't butcher it anymore. Everlasting salvation. So the water. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye should not be ashamed or confound world without end. Yeah. World without end. Baruch 4. For he that hath bought these plagues upon you, you shall bring you an everlasting joy with your salvation. Just read it. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem. Remember, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. That's a Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. The Lord is going to comfort us because he gave us that name, Jerusalem, city of peace. Because at the end of the day, the Israelites are peaceful people, to say the least. Now let's get the prophecy real quick. Revelation 13 to 16. In case people are new coming in and haven't heard the prophecy, and well, what is the MOTB? Let's get it real quick, and then we can shut it down. Lord, if he find this fit, I hope you got something out of it. But it says Revelation 13 to 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive in their hand or in their foreheads. Salakia, I missed the word mark. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The man of perdition. The so-called white man, the Edomites, the wicked elite, the Luciferians, the wicked, the 1%, the elite, because Lucifer just means light bearer. That means the light. They got the complete knowledge and understanding on the left-hand side. They know who we are. They know our records. They know everything that's going on. But they're on the wicked left-hand side. They're light bearers. No, Lucifer did not get kicked out of heaven. That's a false doctrine. Lucifer, spiritual demon Satan, works for the Most High. The devil is the deceiver. That means to deceive. Satan means adversary. So that word mark there is charagma, and that means, hold on, let's do this. Let's do this and then we can close it out. I think the point is made. A mark, charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma.
Haragma. A stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or in the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Anti-Hamashiach. The mark branded upon horses, stained, carved, sculptured, graven work, and idolatrous images. stamp, a badge, servitude. So this thing gonna go inside of you. This thing is gonna go inside of you. And if you take that mark, you're gonna be destroyed. And we're gonna keep talking about the mark until it gets here and it's mandatory. Because you're gonna be like, well, that can't, that them GMS brothers, those brothers on the highways and byways, they always talked about this mark, this MOTB. They always said it, and now it's here. Oh shit, what am I gonna do? You better not take that shit. You better hope, because look, man, he's all gonna make it crazy out here. You know, he's gonna make it crazy out here. So with that said, I hope you was edified. Shalom, on to the next, Lord willing.